This is going to be my spoiler-filled review of Solo, a Star Wars story.
Hey, kid, there's a big shot gangster. He's putting together a crew.
When I first heard they were making a Han Solo standalone Star Wars movie, I kind of thought it sounded like a bad idea.
You think everything sounds like a bad idea.
If you come with me, you're in this life for good.
I waited a long time for a shot like this.
But the more trailers I saw, I got more excited about going to see it. And when I went and saw it, I was not disappointed. It was exactly what I thought it was going to be.
I got a really good feeling about this.
Obviously, the whole movie is going to revolve around how did Han Solo become Han Solo. And if you're okay with that, go enjoy the movie. So basically, he meets Chewie, he gets the Millennium Falcon, he meets Lando Calrissian. They're all played with great oomph and excitement. And a lot of people like those characters, and I think they're pretty good myself.
Or is it something else? You look good. A little rough around the edges, but good.
I don't know what the podcast was, but I saw some real nerds picking apart what could be in the Han Solo movie. And they were like, oh, he's going to do the Kessel Run, and they're going to explain this, and they're going to explain that, and how did he meet Chewie and rescue him from the slavery, and yeah, all that stuff happens. That's what got me really excited to go see it, to be honest.
You got a line on a ship?
Yeah, I know a guy. He's the best smuggler around.
I heard a story about you. I was wondering if it's true.
Everything you've heard about me is true.
You know, there was a lot of problems with the production. They had to fire the two guys that made the Lego movie. They were hired originally to do it. And Ron Howard took over. And when I saw that Ron Howard took over, I'm in. I'm going to go see it. And then when I saw that Woody from Cheers was in there, I'm double in. So yeah, I rushed out and saw it.
Here they come! Let me give you some advice. Assume everyone will betray you.
Woody Harrelson's character, Beckett, is Han Solo's mentor, brings him into the smuggling life and shows him the ropes. Han Solo was actually signed up for the Imperial Academy or something like that, and that's where he met Beckett. It's actually a pretty good movie. I like the plots in there. I don't mind how Solo got his name. There's no problem with that. This army officer gives it to him. Oh, you're by yourself, you're Solo. Okay, so that's your name.
So glad we took this job!
One of the biggest spoilers is that female robot there, who is Lando Calrissian's like right-hand man, and it turns out he kind of loves her. Of course, you're going to care about somebody. You're with them forever. They work with you. And she becomes the soul of the Millennium Falcon. She dies, and they download her consciousness basically into the Millennium Falcon. She's a robot with an attitude, you know, that old chestnut. And I think she's going to fight for robot rights. You know, that they have the right to exist and they're conscious and all this kind of stuff in the future episodes of whatever shows they're going to make.
Long time for a shot like this.
Wait till the very end of the movie to show the scene of how exactly Han Solo won the Millennium Falcon. Basically, Lando Calrissian was cheating, and Han Solo grabbed the cards that were shooting out of his sleeve with this little device. And so Lando couldn't cheat, so he did win the Millennium Falcon fair and square.
Is it revenge? Money? Or is it something else?
On a scale of 1 to 10, I give this movie a 6.5. And I would put this in the middle. I would say this is better than the Clone Wars and all those weird movies they made, which was the second set of 3 Star Wars movies where they showed a young Anakin. Those were all a little bit strange. I understand this movie better, and I think the Star Wars fan will too.
What do you think? Well, what do you know?
I definitely think it was better than Rogue One and better than maybe as good as The Last Jedi. That's what I think. So Han Solo comes from a rough planet where there's crime everywhere. He gets out of there. He basically uses his wits and cunning to get on top of the situation, and he gets involved with Beckett, and he becomes sort of a smuggler, a scoundrel. This is how Han Solo becomes a scoundrel. I'm not going to go through the exact plot points of the movie. I just want to say I do think it was enjoyable. I think it's getting a bad rap by all the nerds that nitpick it apart. I mean, you got to make movies for the future. You can't just stick with the same old stuff that's 30, 40 years old. So I give it a thumbs up, 6 out of 5. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Trek Genius, live long and prosper.
190 years old? You look great.